if you start just by introducing yourself and what's brought you here to LA.
My name is Ellen Rossano, and I'm from Boston, and I have a crisis media consulting company. So I use social media tools to help people, help train law enforcement and firefighters and first responders to deal with the media when they show up. And we all know it's become a flat world, so the news is out there, and so we're trying to get them to not only embrace traditional media, which many of them are afraid of, but introduce social media to them. So this is a great opportunity to be here and learn about that, and to see people in real life, which is the most important thing.
That's great. And there's a few different people speaking here in law enforcement and fire and stuff like that. Are you connected with any of them, or?
Yes, Lori Stevens from LawsCom has police chiefs who tweet from Boca Raton, Florida, from Nebraska, and from Oxnard, California. And there are, I think, 260 police departments right now who are on Twitter at varying levels of participation. So it's really exciting. And it's fun, too, because Lori's from Massachusetts, and we didn't meet until we were both coming to this conference. So even though we're just a few miles away from each other, we were Twitter friends, and now we've met in real life.
Good. Yeah. And how is it? I'm hearing about all these. Jeff was saying how many police officers are on Twitter. How are they using it, and how is it affecting the whole world of police, fire, all of that?
It's interesting. There are two models. Some are operational. So Boston Police, for instance, has about 8,000 followers, and they're tweeting out road closings, shootings, car accidents, films. We're doing a lot of filming in Boston right now, so they're tweeting out where people are filming to avoid that area. Then there are public affairs models. Mesa, Arizona Fire Department tweets out safety tips and family fun events and H1N1 clinics. So there are two different models. They're also using social media tools, especially on the law enforcement side, for intelligence gathering, because a lot of criminal element type people are on social networks. So it's a good place to do surveillance, and I think it's a great way to use the tool. My only thing that I'm really trying to advocate is that when law enforcement and first responders go on Twitter, that they follow people back. It's not just an outbound service, not just for pushing out information. They really need to get the listening piece and hear what people are saying about them and actually respond to people. I think they build more community capital when they do that. Coming from Boston and being new to social media, I've only been doing this since February, is exciting because so many people who have been the digital natives, as they call, there's a lot of buzzwords in this industry, but people like Chris Brogan and CC Chapman and Christopher Penn, and I know I'm leaving a bunch of people out, to see them a lot is a big advantage of living in Boston. And a lot of technology companies there as well, HubSpot, for instance, Mazinga, a lot of the big companies in social media are based in our area. So we really have access to a lot of people coming in to visit those companies. Awareness Inc. is another company that does webinars. So not only do we get to participate in them, but we get to see those guys out and around all the time. And it's really social. We just had a big Gary Vee event for Crush It 2 days after the book came out, and it was phenomenal. So there's a lot going on in social media in Boston, and it's a very exciting place to be.
Awesome. Well, look forward to some partnerships with the Roger Smith Hotel in Boston. We got to come up and check out the scene there. So the New York-Boston thing. We're Brian and I are actually both Red Sox fans, so we're both from New England, and the Boston connection coming up. So.
That's why I knew I loved both of you, and Boston needs to get a social media hotel, and you and I have been talking about that, so we just have to find the right venue, but it certainly could happen, and if we could just get Roger Smith to either buy or build one, that would be the most perfect thing. But we're all very much looking forward to having you come to Boston. We're going to do the RS Hotel Boys Tour and take you around and show you all the fun things we do. So we'll look forward to it.
We're looking forward to it. So the word is out. We're looking for the social media hotel in Boston.